And this is the watch along segment. A lot of matches have been going on in the Afcon qualifier. We have seen so many countries played, and the boys have been separated from the men. And we've seen some countries already qualified for the Afcon. And today's matches, I just want to give you a quick rundown of some of the results today. Malawi versus Guinea 2-2. It was a draw. Mozambique versus Benin. Mozambique won that match 3-2. And DR Congo versus Sudan. It ended 2-0 in favor of DR Congo. That was a cracker in that encounter. And Ivory Coast narrowly defeated Lesotho 1-0. And Mauritius defeated Gabon 2-1. And that match we saw two red cards. Two red cards from each of the team. Then Comoros versus Zambia is on. And the match between Senegal versus Rwanda is our focus. We'll be telling you some of the countries that have already qualified as our commentary goes on. Well, I'm not alone in the studio to talk about this match in Diamantio in Dakar, Senegal, live. A 50,000 capacity stadium. Wow, a lot of us will be expecting to see Sadio Mane after, matches played in Arnas along with his counterpart Ronaldo. Let's see what we bring to the team of Senegal. Well, I'm not alone to talk about this match. I'm with Yemi himself, Adeyemi. How do you do today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Another beautiful day to talk international football. How best than to represent your national team and make your own stamp on the national level. It's a good day to talk about football.
Yeah, it's a good day to talk about football. So, what have you observed in this final qualification matches played along, in the Afcon qualifier so far?
Now, the thing is, when you have a stage whereby many of the big boys are already qualified, they had already booked their place in the next year showpiece. Early next year, I think January in Ivory Coast. So when you see a situation like that, most of the other games, they take it as an inconsequential game, whereby they just show up and just look if they can rack up the points, and just give their fans something to cheer and entertain their fans. So it's one thing that it will really bring up that life. That spark that you see, when the stakes are higher. But right now, the stakes are not really high. So let's just hope that they can still bring their A game.
All right, let's just hope they will still bring their A game to the field. And right now, the match between Senegal versus Rwanda, it is 8 minutes old. And we can see Senegal in their conventional white and upon a yellow stripe on the ends of their jersey. And we can see Rwanda on yellow on blue. Yellow on blue and yellow socks. And we can see a lot of expectation for what are your expectations in this match today?
Nothing really, because the fact is that they've qualified already. In fact, they were part of the first teams to qualify. So there's nothing to expect really. Let's just see what they can do. Maybe they will extend their lead on top of the table. All
right, and you want to talk about Senegal. Senegal are one of the top countries in Africa right now, because we saw their under 17, under 20, and they've been winning trophies. And the Senegal team themselves, they've been winning, and we can't compare Senegal with Rwanda. But how do you think what are the chances of the Rwandans here to win this to qualify for the Afcon?
As far as I'm concerned, their chances are slim. Because looking at it, in everything in African football, Senegal is more respected than Rwanda. Even though they just won their first ever Afcon, I mean Senegal. But that doesn't take anything away from them. They've been semi-finalists, they've been finalists. They've been consistent in going to the FIFA World Cup. So they are a lot bigger than Rwanda when it comes to football. But sometimes name don't play football. You have to come on the field and show up. And let's see if they will show up today.
Yeah, big name don't win football any longer. Football is beginning to change. It is those who have the team play and those who are serious and come with their tactical, formation, good ones that always win. I'm not talking about this Group L. Group L comprises of Senegal, Mozambique, Benin, and Rwanda. Right now, Rwanda sits bottom of the table of the standing of the Group L with 3 points. The way it stands now, that is the live standing. Because earlier on they had 2 points, and Senegal had 13 points. They were on top. And the surprise of this group is Mozambique defeating Benin Republic today 3-2, and to sit second on the table. That is a possible qualification for them.
Yeah, that's the former Nigerian coach led team General. We can now say that he's also failing successfully as a coach of Benin, because today he just needed a draw to stay second. And he couldn't get it. And we just hope that they can bounce back, because they are our neighbors. And we wish them all the best. But let the better side grab the ticket. All
right, let the better side grab the ticket. And here we see the both sides are almost though the Senegals, they are playing a 4-3-3 formation, and Rwanda playing 4-4-2 formation. So what are we expecting with this kind of formation?
Yeah, mainly direct. Rwanda most likely wants to play direct football with a 4-4-2, play balls to the two strikers and let them find space to at least score. So, but Senegal wants to play more expressive. You can play more expressive when you have nothing to lose, actually. You can just show yourself, and you can see the lineup. Many of the usual suspects are not on the field. It's just more or less like trying out a new team entirely. So let's just see how it goes. I hope Nigeria too can go along with this. Try new phases. And even this is an opportunity to actually test new players, especially the home-based players for Senegal. So there's still more. There's still more to get.
All right, there's still more. There's still more. Let's quickly look at the starting lineup of the Senegal side. Let's see if Sadio Mane is part of this team right now. And the starting lineup for Senegal, we have Camara is there, Demba is there, Diallo, Diba, Diouf, Ndeye, Sebili, Samboa, Sane, Sidibe, Sai. That is the list of the starting lineup. And if you look at the substitute here, Sadio Mane is absent.
Yeah. I told you that it should be a game to test the new guys. Give them playing time. Let them have a sense of belonging to the team, that at least they too can wear the shirt of the Senegalese national team and at least give their country something to cheer. These kinds of games are games whereby the guys are on the norms, they hardly get a playing time. You give them playing time. So when you have games like this, it's like a friendly match. What you do in a friendly match are most likely the things you do in these kinds of games. Since topping the table for them is secured, so you just, this kind of game, that's why they call it inconsequential. You just start guys like, okay, let's test who can actually have a shot at coming into the first team. And then once you get that right, and you'll be happy for it.
All right, the way it stands now, Senegal have already qualified for this group, and Mozambique have also qualified.
Yeah.
As it stands, and there is no way, there is no magic, even though if Rwanda defeats Senegal 10-0 today, they will still sit bottom of the table. Yeah,
but they want to say we defeated a powerhouse like Senegal. So it's like a bragging right.
Yeah, it's like a bragging right. Yeah, everybody are playing for pride right now. And let us also look at Group J. That group have ended. They have all played six matches. And who come top there? It is DR Congo with 12 points and Mauritania with 10 points. This DR Congo and Mauritania qualify for the Afcon.
Yeah.
Then Gabon and Sudan are gone.
Yeah, we just saw the game at the final stages where DR Congo just defeated Sudan 2-0. And that rubber stamped them topping the table. So it's a good one for them. Let's just hope that they can bring something good to the CAF Cup of Afcon 2024, and not be a whipping boys or a whipping team of that tournament. Let's see football. Let them bring their A game and let's see what they can do.
All right, and in Group H, it is Zambia, Ivory Coast, Comoros, then Lesotho. And in that, we're having two teams now with 13 points, but I'm very sure they have all qualified. And it's Ivory Coast who is having 13 points, and Zambia is also having 13 points. Right now, Zambia is playing with Comoros, and there's still a draw game there. It is still goalless. And even with that, it already shows that Zambia, Ivory Coast have qualified in Group H, while Comoros and Lesotho are going home.
Yeah, the usual suspect. Those are the two teams you expect to qualify. So Zambia qualifying, Ivory Coast qualifying, and that's expected. And that's how it should be. Because I'm of the opinion that there are still minnows in football. They are still smaller teams compared to some bigger teams. The ant, or maybe the meat can dance around the forest when lion is asleep. So if the lion is awake, there's no way the meat will dance around anyhow. So it's when the football giants are asleep, that's where you see minnows come and just defeat them, like we've seen sometimes, even at the world stage. But that's why it's a surprise, because it's not expected. So we expected that Côte d'Ivoire and Zambia will top that group, and it went the same way. So there's really nothing surprising about the group.
And the Group A, Group K, there we are having just three teams. That's South Africa, Morocco, and Liberia. And it's only South Africa who have played 4 matches there. And South Africa is having 7 points, where Morocco is having 6 points with 3 matches, and Liberia also 3 matches with 1 point. So the way it shows South Africa and Morocco are going in Group in Group K. All right.
Morocco will most likely defeat Sierra Leone and top the group.
And right now the match, it is 18 minutes into the first half. 19 minutes, 18 minutes with some seconds close, going to 19 minutes into the first half, and you can see both teams are relaxed, just tackling each other. It's even Rwanda who are better off with the ball than the Senegalese, against all expectation. And you can see from the selection what the Senegalese actually want to do here. Sadio Mane is missing, and some of their bigger players are missing also. And you can see it is Rwanda who is in control of the midfield. So with what we have seen, with the selection you have seen so far, and with what Rwanda is playing so far, how come they are bottom of the table? They are playing so well here.
They are playing Team B. Doesn't mean they are playing so well. They are playing an average team, a team that most of their marquee players are not around. So as long as they are starting their own first, playing against a Team B of a country, you should expect this. Like a game that they should dominate. And I think they should be dominating more than what they are doing right now. Because this game, as far as I'm concerned, is still balanced to some extent. It's just that this Senegal team, they've not really gelled. They've not really played together. It's different when you have talent. And when you have spent enough time together. So I think they've not just really gelled together. That's why they've not been able to take the game to Rwanda the way they should have.
That's why we've been able to take the game to Rwanda. But talking about the Senegalese lineup so far, apart from Sadio Mane, which other player from the list so far we've seen so far? We've seen Kamara, and which other player do you think is good enough with what we have seen so far?
I don't see any player. They're just so far that I've seen, they are just a bunch of average players.
Bunch of average players?
What can work for them now if they can get their heads together and play as a team? They can play as a unit. Maybe they can actually take themselves up and to where they should be.
And to where they should be. You know, talking about some of the players, we have Lamine Kamara. He played with Metz in France. I think he's also an average player too there. And they talk about Demba. Demba played with Waregem. You know, Pepe Demba played with Waregem, a midfielder. I think those are some of the names that. And Diallo is an household name. He played with Metz also. Pepe Diallo played with Metz also. So those are some of the players. They are average players, but we are seeing them right now on the field. They are taking it easy. They have nothing to lose. They've already won. They've already qualified. And what we are seeing right here is job already done. Yeah. Job already done. I remember sometimes, you know, at a stage, at a time like this, you begin to calculate if you win this one, we will qualify. But now the job has already been done, and that's why you can see they are bringing Team B.
Yes, that's why anything you want to do, you just have to be ruthless about it. Whatever you want to do it on time so that you can have enough time to rest. It's like a student in school. If you read very well before exams, exam period when your mates are running a task, you just be revising and be relaxing because you have prepared ahead. That's how it is. When you have qualifiers like this, win your games when you need to win them and be ruthless about it.
With this tackle we just saw now from a Senegalese player, you know, from a Rwanda player, you know, will you consider that as a foul, as an infringement? Because there was no proper contact and he just went down and the referee didn't give that actually.
There's a contact, it's different from there's a proper contact. Yeah. When you put it in context, what do you mean by proper? There are a little bit of touch that can lead to injury. When you talk about motion football, sometimes a little contact can change a whole lot of things. So when you say proper, we have to put it in context. Because that, the replay I just saw right now, that replay is a foul. It's a foul because there was a minor contact and it was on motion. A little drawback on motion can lead to injury or even a big foul, depending. Some referees, because some players can be sent off from situations like that. It depends on the angle and the side it's coming from.
All right, depends on the angle and the side it's coming from. Let's quickly take a look at what is happening right now. It is for the ball possession. It is Senegal Rwanda who have dominated position. They have 63%, and Senegal is having 37%. And the goal attempt, 3 for Rwanda and none for Senegal. Shot on goal, none for either side. Shot off goal, 3 for Rwanda, none for Senegal. Corner kicks, 2 corner kicks for Rwanda and 1 for Senegal. It's like Rwanda have a better, and it's a chance for Senegal. 1-on-1 across there. Oh, 2 defenders, and you can see the goalkeeper. It was an easy one for him to come out and pick it. You know, that was a good move for the Senegal. That was the first attempt so far.
Yeah, sometimes those are some of the things that is funny about football. You can take all the possession you like, but the better side will still be creating the important chances or the clear-cut chances. So it's just football. Just maximize the ball whenever you are in control of it. That's practically it. It's as simple as that.
All right, and in the other match, the match between North Macedonia versus Italy, it is still goalless. And right there in the home of North Macedonia, when I look at the stadium they are using, to play this match, even an African country will not use such stadium.
No, the stadium is not that bad. the grass may not be at the perfect condition, but it's not that bad. You can't say an African countries, because if you see some African stadiums, it's nothing to write to me about.
Did you see that stadium? Did you see the stuff?
Eh?
Did you see the top of that stadium?
Yeah, I can see the top.
And that stadium is the National Arena Tuchel, and it is called the Skipje Stadium in North Macedonia. From what we are seeing, it looks dilapidated. Anyway, the guy is on the top, but it's a very beautiful stadium. But when you look at the top, you know, I think Europeans should have gone past that kind of stadium.
European, there are countries that are still developing. You can't say the way Malta will play. Can Nigeria handle Malta? This is not Macedonia, or Luxembourg, Lithuania. And Nigeria will not give them the beating of their life. They are still European countries, but their level of football is not up there yet. So you have to just grow up. And when you grow, it takes time. You can't expect a child of 2 years old to start running a skater and even attending university. So it takes time. When you want to grow, it takes time. So they are actually growing. North Macedonia was not like this. They are better. Their league is getting better. You can see there are inflows of international players too, not from their country, other side of the world, going into their leagues. Even some Nigerians are playing in their leagues. So you just have to grow. When you grow, you can always get there.
Yeah, when you grow, you always get it. And let's quickly read out some of the results of the Euro qualifier as it's been played right here live. And in the match between Kosovo versus Switzerland, it is 1-0 in favor of Switzerland. Switzerland are away. And North Macedonia versus Italy, it is goalless. And Romania versus Israel, it is 1-0 in favor of Romania. Romania has been so, you know, when you look at their head-to-head, they have been winning matches even against bigger teams. It's like they have picked up so far.
Yeah, you know, right from time, Romania is not one of those European countries you can look down. They are one of those spoilers. You know, in league football, we call something spoilers. The likes of Villarreal in La Liga, the likes of Tottenham, Aston Villa in the Premier League, and the likes of Salernitana and other teams too in the Italian Serie A. So there are teams here that are spoilers. Not that they are their best, but they can pull up some outstanding results out of the blue. So I just hope that they can grow up from that level and get to the next level that is expected of them.
Yeah, get to the next level that is expected of them. Talking about
Senegal on the counter.
And that's the counter, and this is a Senegalese 1-on-1 with the, oh, that's a good defensive work from the Rwanda defender now. The Rwanda with the ball in the midfield, trying to control, trying to create a chance, but you can see the referee blowing for an infringement. There was a collision between two players, one Rwandan and one Senegalese down, and you can see the medical section there coming to attend to them. You know, if it were to be when the Senegalese team is complete, that would have been an opportunity. That would have been a goal because they have better strikers. They are one of the top countries in Africa. In fact, if not the best in Africa.
You can't really say because he mistimed his run there. Any striker of any level or caliber can mistime their run. It's just one of those normal things in football. So you can't really blame him for it because the timing he picked his run is what was wrong with it. So they might have done better, but they might do the same thing too. Football can be very funny.
Football can be very funny, and you will see what Cissé have actually done for the Senegalese team. He's one of those coaches to reckon with. He has, you know, taken Senegalese to the heights most Africans don't expect African coach to do, and he has taken them to, you know, he has changed their level. Talking about Cissé, the coach of the Senegalese. So what do you have to say about him?
Cissé, Aliou Cissé is their former captain. Went to the 2002 FIFA World Cup. Was part of the team that got to the quarterfinal. First African team to do that. And then when you look at it really, Senegal has been knocking on the door of winning the Afcon. They've been trying year in, year out. You know, many of the times they get to the semi-final or get to the final. It has been quarter to. The first time they won it was this last one that they are the defending champion. And for Alusise to bring home that trophy, that shows that he's doing something right. And the best thing you can say is for him to keep at it. Because, and one thing I love about the Senegalese Football Federation is that they gave him support. In fact, they employed foreign support for him. Wow. Just to make him, you know, to have enough support system. Because these kinds of jobs, you can't do it alone. You need people to support you. You need your assistant. Because sometimes you might not think straight, you might be blocked. But your assistant mostly will come through for you. And you just have to give it to him. He has done a fantastic job. He has been knocking on that door, getting to the final, losing it, before they now got to this one and they finally won it.
Wow.
And he has been one coach that a lot of young lads in Senegal will be looking up to as their role model.
Yeah, as their role model, because he really deserves it. And you can see the Rwandan attacking from the left side. He beat two defenders. A pass, what did he do? Still with the ball in the midfield, trying to control. And back into the midfield. They are just trying to create a chance here against the Senegalese. The Rwanda, now, when you talk about holding of ball, they are very good. And they are right back in the left wing. Pass there. What did they do? 3 cross. And that should be the... Oh! That was headed out by the defense of the Senegalese. But the recovery there, a shot! And it was deflected. That was a good move from the Rwandans.
Yeah, they are knocking the door, asking the right questions. And that's the way it should go. That's the way it should be. At least if they are out, they can go out with their head held high. You don't have to lose scandalously. You can just make a statement or do something that you can build up for the next World Cup qualifier that is about to start in November. So it's one good thing for them.
All right. Talking about the goalkeeper, we've seen the goalkeeper of the Senegalese. He has been, you know, keeping. We saw him throughout the Afcon qualifier. He has been, though he was not, there was a time he was replaced by the second choice goalkeeper. But how do you rate his keeping so far? From throughout the qualifier and now?
The Senegalese goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really fault or say much about a goalkeeper that have a good defense. A good defense. And it's just one thing that when a goalkeeper has good shield, when the defenders shield the goalkeeper very well, they will hardly consider a lot of goals. So you can't really say much, and mainly it's the second goalkeeper that is there. So we can't really say much about him based on the performance of today, because he's not the one mounting the goalpost. Let's wait, because the name of their main goalkeeper is Mendy, the former Chelsea.
And the one that is on the post now is Pepe Sai. He keeps for RFC Serenin. That is a goalkeeper. It's a goalkeeper, you know.
So Mendy, I said Benjamin Mendy is their goalkeeper. Former Chelsea goalkeeper, now in the sticks for a Saudi Arabian club. See, this is how it should be. When the big boys have done the job, then let the small boys enjoy the inconsequential game and at least build their confidence. Yeah. And
the Mendy is not even on the list. He's not even on the substitution bench. They are all absent. These are the small boys, you know.
They are not so-called small boys, but
the average
they are the players that are coming up. You know, national teams has to be in transition. Soldier go, soldier come. Barak will remain. So,
okay. How do you compare it with the Nigerian? Like right now, Nigeria are playing against Sao Tome and Principe tomorrow. And you can see the big boys, the bigger boys even are already in the camp. The likes of Awoniyi, the likes of Osime, the likes of Urban, Gift Urban, and the likes of Chukwueze that are already in the camp. They're training with the Super Eagles.
For me personally, I think there was no need calling those international stars, but you know how sometimes we do our things in this part of the world. But secondly, I don't want to fault them too, because Nigeria has not topped the group. Nigeria has only qualified, so they need to confirm their topping the group status. And it's better to top the group. You send a message. You send a message to the fellow teams you are going to compete against in the Nations Cup, like, oh, we are coming as a lion that we are. We are coming as a tiger, so beware of us. So that, you know, it's good as a team when your opponent respects you.
Yeah.
But when they lack respect for you and they can throw everything at you, you're at risk. So I don't want to fault them.
But one positivity I see there, you know, the introduction of new players, like they have new goalkeepers, and they have Benjamin, Victor also. You know, Victor, the one that plays for Bundesliga.
Boniface.
Yeah, Victor, yeah, Boniface is also there. Yeah. You have Gift Urban. They are all brought together. So is it not an opportunity? Is it not an opportunity for them to play together as a team for the first time, so that when bigger matches come, it will be easy for them?
It is not an opportunity. Because when you want to consider opportunity, you have to consider the opponent. And the opponent is Sao Tome and Principe. So it's more or less, it will be like a training section.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing they can really achieve without tomorrow's game, except just picking the needed 1 point or 3 points and just stop the group. That's just it. All
right, we are having a message here from Boniface. He says, I am heartbroken that Sadio Mane is not playing.
Yeah.
Are you too sad?
Why will I be sad? There's no need for him to play. Because every game you set out on the field of play, you're at risk of getting injured. So when you get injured in an inconsequential game, you have yourself to blame. In fact, many of the times they blame the officials. They tell them this game you don't need to play him, and he gets injured. And football can be very funny. You might get maybe, okay, look at it. For instance, before the Qatar World Cup, almost the second to the last game or the last game, to go on break, and they caught that tendon injury. Mane.
Wow,
that made him miss the FIFA World Cup. So those things happen. Those things happen. So you just have to look at the game, look at the weight behind the game. What does the national team need from this game? So far as an inconsequential game, they've already qualified, they've already topped the group. So what more? Just game on.
All right, and it's 38 minutes into the first half, and it is still goalless. And we can see both teams are relaxed, just passing the ball around. The Senegalese have tried the defense of the Rwandan, but there is nothing to show for it. And you can still see control from the midfield, and you can see the goalkeeper too, Sai, playing like Onana, playing with his foot, because now Onana is the number one example when it comes to play along with the team.
No, I don't think he's the number one example. There are a lot of guys that play with their foot. We can start from the Man City goalkeeper, Ederson. We can talk about Alisson. We can talk about Ter Stegen of Barcelona. You know, modern day football is just mostly about playing from the back. Because when your goalkeeper is an additional player, it gives you one man advantage. So, and I think that's practically what it is. And look at that was deflected. That's this new signing of Man City is playing for Belgium.
All right, and in the match between North Macedonia versus Italy, it is 1-0. Okay, that's the Belgium. It's halftime already. I think it ended goalless.
Yeah, goalless.
It ended goalless halftime. And
this was a yesterday game.
So yesterday game,
Belgium won.
It's still goalless, and now the first half have ended, and you can see Senegal have a free kick quickly taken there. Who is there? Oh, headed out for what does the referee say? Is it a corner kick? A corner kick. That should be a corner kick. Corner kick for Senegal in the 39th minute, almost the 40 minutes, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Senegalese. Now, talking about what is happening right now, with the referee, has it been so fair?
Yeah, the game has been balanced. When there's nothing too much to expect from a game, the officiating will be calm because there's no pressure like that. Because if there was pressure like that, the pressure too will get to the referee, because the referee too don't want to be the number 12th man of any team, helping them to win. So it's very important that the referee does his job, and so far he has been doing justice to that.
All right, so far he has been doing justice to that. And let's quickly look at, among the teams that have qualified so far, can you just tell me like 2 or 4 of them that you are happy with, that you want to see in the Afcon, in Côte d'Ivoire?
Yeah, a lot of teams has qualified that I would love to see in Côte d'Ivoire. Number 1 is, I have to be patriotic. Sometimes Nigeria, let me see what Pesero will bring to play, since his contract has been extended. He actually took a $20,000 pay cut. He was being paid $70,000, and now he's being paid $50,000. And mind you, out of that $50,000, he will be the one to pay his assistant coaches, and he will have to stay in Nigeria. And apart from that, he will have to coach the Chan Eagles, which is the home-based Super Eagles. Before, they had another coach for Super Eagles, another coach for Chan Eagles. Now, they've merged it together, which is the way it should be, because when you coach the Chan Eagle, you can easily see some talent that can be very useful for you in the Super Eagles. So, it's a good one. You will have to stay in Nigeria fully. No more going to Portugal, coming back off and on. And it's a good one, but for me, on the field of play, I don't think it's the best, but hey, he qualified for the Nations Cup. Let's just give him a benefit of the doubt and let's see what he will bring to the table. So, I'd like to see Nigeria. Secondly, I'd like to see Senegal. Senegal, the big boys, come to the party. They've been consistent, know that. And they are one of the title hopefuls. Yeah. There's one of those teams that you expect them to win at the 2024 Mundial. And there is also Cameroon. And you cannot forget the new bride of African football. They've been bred for a while, but they did us proud at the FIFA World Cup, which is Morocco. And we cannot forget the most successful team in the Afcon history, which is Egypt. And in fact, they are by far the most successful team. And they got to the final of the last one too, so you can't underestimate them, especially when they have a weapon like the Mo Salah himself. And you have to talk about Algeria. Algeria is one of those things to reckon with too. Algeria has fantastic players like Riyad Mahrez, among others, so they are still wanting to reckon with. And you have to talk about the host, Côte d'Ivoire themselves. They have enough strength in them. They have talent. And one of their talent is Wilfred Zaha. They just left Crystal Palace for Galatasaray in Turkey. So you just have to say that we are looking forward to an Afcon that will be filled with excitement.
And Ghana just confirmed their qualification yesterday.
You can't really look forward to Ghana like that, because Ghana has been dropping mainly. The Super Eagles I mentioned is mainly because of patriotism. They are not part of the top teams in Africa right now. They have talent, but they are not part of the performing teams. When you talk about performing teams, first on the list has to be Senegal. Second has to be Morocco. And Egypt. You have to talk about Algeria too. They are performing. Then let's see if Côte d'Ivoire will come back to the party, because too, it's like they are one of those lions that has been sleeping. See, Nigeria too has been sleeping. Nigeria was kicked out of the last Mundial in the second round. That's terrible. Ghana couldn't even make it out of the group stage. So those are giants that are already sleeping. They need to wake up.
The sleeping giant needs to wake up. That is Yamite himself. And the 45 minutes is over and additional time. How many minutes added by the referee? Very soon we are going to confirm that.
1 minute.
1 minute added in the match between Senegal versus Rwanda. And it has been an end-to-end match, though it is not on a fast pace. It has been on a very slow tempo. But it is very interesting match there, despite the fact that there is no goal. Both teams are taking it calmly against each other. There are no big name there. They are all on the same level. It is like Team B of the Senegalese side playing against the Rwanda, who are over the bottom of the table, and versus Senegal, who is top of the table. Senegal already qualified, and Rwanda playing for pride. Senegal also playing for pride. And it has been a good match anyway. So talking about Peseiro, why did Peseiro accept the pay cut? One, with all the conditions added to it. One, with the payment now, he will be the one to pay his under coaches.
Yeah,
other coaches.
Yes.
And now there is pay cut. There is a responsibility added to him that he's going to be taking care of the Chan, and he's going to live in Nigeria. With all these conditions, what makes you think he accepted it?
Now the thing is, when you have a job and you know that this job, when you lose it, there's nothing sure that is forthcoming. That's number one. For instance, imagine you want to take like a Conte. You want to put him in that kind of condition. He can easily leave because he knows that another job is waiting. Yeah. So which other job is waiting for Peseiro? What is in his resume?
Before we continue, the match have just come to the end of first half, and you can see the players going to the dressing room, and let's see what they come up with. So you can continue.
So let's just see if because I still think why he accepted that contract is because there are not much options for him. Number one. Number two is that maybe he wants to try to sell himself. Everybody deserves a second chance. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. But in time we will see. But for me, I think it's a terrible, because I think that contract was presented to him to just discourage him from continuing.
But he accepted.
He chose to stay. And fair enough, the target they gave him. Let's see if he will be able to meet up. And mainly not about target. We need to see structure in our national team. Which way are we going? Are we playing counter-attacking? Are we playing possession-based? Are we playing long balls? Not just kick and follow and just anywhere belly face. Yeah, we need to do better.
You know, I was watching the training live. I was watching the training of the Super Eagles, in Uyo. But I didn't see any tactical introduction into the training. What I just see is just you run here, kick and pass, kick and follow. They run and exercise themselves, exercise for fitness. That is basically what they were doing. I didn't see where we could say, these are the tactics we are going to play on, blah, 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 blah. So, and then for Peseiro, I know most Nigeria are not really happy with his performance in the Super Eagle. Despite that fact, the way this NFF approach him is like trying to discourage him. Is it the best way to say, okay, goodbye? Is it the best way to say goodbye? Or they would have come out directly and say, Bros, we don't need your service any longer?
If you look at it, I think what they did is one of the best, because there's a competition at hand. You can't be changing coaches anyhow. The last time we changed, we know what happened with Iguavon. So you don't want to go to that, through that route. So what they did, I think it's a good one.
All right, so it's a good one. Before we go on short break, first, just 1 minute before we go for short break, just analyze the first half of this match.
There's nothing really to talk about, because it's a game that, more or less like a friendly game. Let's just while away time. Let's just knock the ball around and see what happens. So there has been no spectacular stuff in this game.
All right. We'll go for a short break and we'll be back in a moment. Don't go away. Stay with us. Oh, and another goal for Super Eagles.
This is Premier Sports Center. Anywhere. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember to click that subscription button.
Oh, and another goal for Super Eagles.
This is Premier Sports Center. Anywhere. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember to click that subscription button.
To our live show, watch along, and it is a match between Senegal versus Rwanda. And that match, the second half just started, and it has been goalless throughout the first half. There was no goal, and even in this very match, Senegal had no shot on goal. It was Rwanda who took over the position. They had 67 ball possession, while Senegal had 43. Well, goal attempt was 4 for Senegal and 1 for Senegal. 4 for Rwanda, 1 for Senegal. Shot on goal, none for Senegal and 1 for Rwanda. Corner kicks, 5 corner kicks for Rwanda and 2 for Senegal. And the match have just started. Already Senegal have qualified, and for the Afcon, Rwanda just playing for pride. And you can see Senegal attacking from the right wing, but the defense of the Rwanda were there to do justice. So, what are your expectations, Yamite? I'm here with Yamite, you already know. What are your expectations in this first half?
Second half.
In the second half, sorry, thank you.
The normal thing that happened in the first half. Just Rwanda here to just make something out of nothing. Like, just, you know, if you want to even go down, you bow your head out, not in shame, but with some respect. And if they can win here, that will be. And I don't see that really happening, because this Senegalese team, I think they can hold their own against Rwanda. And let's just hope that they can actually live their expectations. And actually give us good football on the field of play. Because first half, it was more tacky than more expressive. We need expressive football. We need them to play, bring their A game to the table, sell themselves, and so that we can at least enjoy the beautiful game.
Okay, we can enjoy the beautiful game, and you can see Senegal trying to play to start building up play from the back line. But the Rwandans have taken over the ball, attacking from the left wing. What happened right now? Senegal have recovered that ball back, and you can see they're trying to counter, and it's already in, and it's moving from the right wing. Oh, but the pace of the defender disallowed the Senegalese striker to get close to the ball. You know, talking about countering of football, that's what we see.
A quick update. Italy is 1 goal up.
Yeah, a quick update from the European qualifier. Kosovo is 1, Switzerland is 1, and North Macedonia 0, Italy 1, and Romania 1, and Israel have just equalized. Israel have just equalized, and it is 1-1 in that encounter. And to our amazement here, Comoros is leading Zambia 1-0, and they are in the halftime right now. And Senegal and Rwanda still goalless. No goal has been scored in this match. We are seeing beautiful moment of football, and it is Senegalese now. The striker, what did he do? Oh, what a stop from the defense of the Rwanda. That was a beautiful move from the Senegalese.
Yeah, that's a beautiful move. It seems they want to come all out at least to show if they can hold their own for the first team of Senegal. How best can you say yourself that than an inconsequential game like this. At least you can give the coach some headache in selection making for the first team.
Yeah.
But you just have to think of taking advantage of games like this.
No.
Because as a young lad, you need to show yourself. It is what you can do that can speak for you.
And the Senegalese were attacking. What did they do? The defense of the Rwanda are there at the right moment, at the right location to stop the Senegalese move. And remember, this is Premier Sport Fan Center. You can be part of this show. You can send in your live messages. And you can also call in to be part of this show. And our number remains 0903049917. You can call in and you can also send your live messages. And we will be here to read it out for the hearing of our viewers. So, now we have seen what Senegal brought to the party. We have seen the attacking prowess. We've seen their move. It's like Senegal even depend on counter to defend to defeat Rwanda. Is that the best Senegal can do?
Yeah, at this point you can't really be talking about best because this is a team that is new playing together. It takes time for a team to gel. And when a team is just like this, and it's not as if the coach is relying on them to win the Nations Cup. So you just want to see one or two talents that you can pick out of the team. And there's still a lot left to be seen, actually. These guys, they really need to up their game because it is an opportunity. It is a big opportunity for them to rubber stamp a place in the first team, at least on the bench, to see that, okay, the coach can actually say, okay, I can call on you, at least, to bring us something to cheer and to bring some wonderful moment in the game. So let's just hope that these guys can give us something to cheer to in the studios here.
All right, and it's a build-up from the Senegal, and one-on-one. No, the Rwandans are there at the right moment to stop the Senegalese. And it's Rwanda who have the ball now. Quickly pass to in the midfield, trying to create chance there, cross to the left side of the wing. But they lost that so cheaply. Okay, talking about the Nigerian side, tomorrow we expect to see Nigeria coming out to play very beautiful football. Now, what do you have to say about the inclusion of Gift Urban and Victor Boniface in the Nigerian squad?
Yeah, two new guys that have shown themselves at the club level. And to whom we've seen a lot that they have given to their club. More is expected for them to show in the national team. So I just hope that they won't disappoint Nigerians because a lot of Nigerians were clamoring Boniface, Gift Urban. Sometimes you can't compare a club form to national team form because of supplies. Because the kind of midfielders they have at their club is not the same as the national team. But let's just hope that at least they can make something out of nothing. And that's a good chance.
Oh, that was a beautiful chance from the Rwandan. He crossed there, but it was headed above the post. And probably his head was just above the crossbar. He just headed it, his head was straight. You know, posts like that were supposed to be nodded. You know, if you nod that kind of opportunity, look at it.
Look at the bending of the
look at it. Look at it.
You can see the defender in front of him that jumped. So
yeah.
It distracted him from seeing the ball well.
He actually distracted him.
Look at that jump.
But as a striker, you should expect that at all times.
You cannot.
Will you be expecting just a clear cross for you to just head in so easily?
No, you can expect the ball, but you don't know where the ball will land. You don't know if that defender will deflect the ball. So the defender jumping, he knows what he was doing. Because he knows that with him jumping, he would distract the striker, and he successfully did it.
Yeah. Right, all right. He successfully distracted the striker. You can see the build-up play from the Senegalese from the midfield. What did he do? He crossed to the left side of the Senegalese. They're trying to control the ball from the left side. What did he do? You have two men to beat it. Beat three people. Oh, no. But he lost that ball. But a quick recovery from the Senegalese side. Still from the midfield now. They're trying to shift to the right side of the field. And they cross. But to nobody in particular. Now, talking about the Super Eagles. Talking about the Super Eagles squad. Now, we have seen Nigeria calling players from diaspora, calling players from big clubs. But in the team of the Super Eagles, there is no inclusion from the local team. Is that good for the super? Is that good for Nigerian team?
Anywhere in the world, you always want to build your local teams. And how best can you beat them? Like, you need to bring talent out of your local teams. Very important. And you can't really blame, okay, let me take this, let me say personally, I can't blame them fully for not including a lot of home base. Why? Because the league, for now, is nothing to write home about. It's not in the best shape we want it to be. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. For instance, the league was supposed to start, postponed for 2 weeks. Now it's postponed for another week. We need consistency. We need something that you know that their A is their A. Not that A will be becoming AB. And they will start giving us explanation with no evidence. So you need to get the confidence of your viewers. You need that confidence. Like our viewers knows that, okay, the important matches will be live. So they stay with us. That's the same thing that we have to talk about in the Nigerian League. When we know that it is on the 4th of so month, and it will be there on the 4th. Not that we'll be saying statements like maybe, all things being equal. It's not mathematics. So we need to pay more attention to our league if we need our players more in the national team. Because when people can view, it is people that will start clamoring. Oh, that guy playing for Sporting Lagos. That guy in the midfield. You saw the game last week. The highlight will be on YouTube. Because once you can view it, there will be highlight. We can actually sit here and do a tag-along show of a Nigerian Premier League game. Why are we not doing it now? Because it's not fully on TV yet. So a lot of work has to be done in the Nigerian Premier League. Honestly, it is a conversation that we can't exhaust right now.
All right, it's a conversation we cannot exhaust right now, but you can see in the match between Senegal and Rwanda is still goalless, and it is the 57th minute now. You can see Senegalese down on the field, injured. I think it needs a medical attention, and I'm very sure the referee will call on the medical team to come and pick him out of the field because it's a distraction to the match. But you can see him back to his feet, and the match will continue to flow any moment from now. All right, back to the Nigerian talk we're talking about. You know, the last time we saw inclusion of local players like the, when Nigeria won the Afcon under the gaffer himself, Stephen Keshi, there was this inclusion of Sunday Mba, a local player.
It was not the only one.
It was not the only one. There were 4 of them in that squad, and Nigeria won that Afcon. But today, in the Nigerian squad, in the selection so far, can you mention any local team from this squad we are seeing?
Yeah, the goalkeeper, Olalekon, plays for Enyimba. But see, times and tides change. It is not static. The way Nigerian League was then, you can't say it's the same way it is now. Because the trajectory has been coming down over time. When you look at it, the way Nigerian League was in the 80s is not the way it was in the 90s. Do you understand? It was just a trajectory that has been coming down. And we really need to take it to the emergency unit and do something about it. Or else we won't have a league to call our own. It will become John like some Yoruba will call it. Like all this 4-a-side, 5-a-side. We need to build our league. You can see the revenue that other leagues are revening. They're bringing in a lot. See, it is a tourist attraction. If you can tap into it. This country has a wealth of knowledge. We have population. We were at the Super 8. You always want to go and sit at the stadium with the crowd, meet people, socialize. Those are part of the opportunities that come with having a functioning league. You know, I told you it's a topic we can't exhaust. Because when you start breaking it down, you start seeing some other things that could have popped up. Imagine Ayege Stadium here has a Premier League team. And there's a match day. Can you imagine how much the meat pie seller will make? How much the Coca-Cola seller will make? How much those companies...
Bottled waters.
You understand what I'm saying? Those drinks, those mouth-watering things like gums and all, and sweet and all. You see, this is another revenue-generating industry of its own. We need to tap into opportunities. A lot of opportunities are flying by and we are doing nothing about it. We need to stop being shallow-minded and do better, honestly.
And of course, you know, a lot of people will not understand what Saudi Arabia are actually doing to their country right now based on the investment they've made in football. They have taken a lot of, you know, hoodlum out of the street right now because most of them want to concentrate, most of them want to watch football, most of them want to be part of the football business. Those who were thinking of suicide bombing, they will not even want to do that any longer because there's so many things. I'm talking about if you take this kind of, listen to the north, you'll be able to take all those terrorists out of, you know, because there will be so many involvement.
You know, taking it there, that's a sensitive topic that we can't discuss online. Is a football show. And we need to realize that the main reason why Saudi did this is not mainly because of terrorism or anything of that. It's to bring their league to limelight. They want to attract audience. And you can see that many viewing organizations are going to partner with them and want to show their league. Why? Because they know people want to see stars like Cristiano Ronaldo, stars like Benzema, stars like N'Golo Kante, and Riyad Mahrez and other guys. So, jokingly, a few days ago, Neymar was actually saying that even Saudi League has bigger names than Lingon. And it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Actually, you can look at it from the realistic point of view. They have a lot of bigger names, like more than even the Ligon. Because looking at the Ligon, how many big names do you have there? Remove Mbappe, Dembele.
And you can see the Rwanda trying to attack from the right side. They cross. They win. And that, oh, what a placement. It's a goal kick for Senegal. That was a beautiful play. That was a beautiful run of play, but they were not able to get that goal. Look at that move again. It crossed from the right side and it easily passed. Run down the right wing and crossed. One touch. Oh, no. That's a beautiful... I like seeing this such kind of game. So you can continue.
So when you look at it, the investment they made is to build their league, is to attract attention. Because in the media organization, in the media industry, what you want to do is to catch the attentions of the viewers. And how best can they do it? Bring the big names. They brought in big names. Now you can see a team like Al Ittihad or Al Nassr that people want to know what was the result. The followership is increasing. The fans of those players want to see how their role model or their mentor is faring. So these are the things that the Saudi leagues, some of the things they saw and they want to buy into.
And do you know one thing about the Saudi league now? A lot of people are actually, you know, vying to see the combination between Sadio Mane and Ronaldo, and it has been fantastic. Have you watched them so far? Have you watched them play? They have been scoring goals, they've been banging goals, and a lot of people want to see that. The combination between Sadio Mane and Ronaldo, in fact, it is fantastic. I've been following up with them. You need to watch it.
And you see, it's not about just the partnership. This is about the whole league.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to sell a product to me, it has to be a product that meets my need. So
and it's the Senegalese who are attacking, a shot there. Oh, and it's a goal
deflected
kick. That should be a corner kick. A corner kick for Senegal. You know, talking about this match, it has been an end-to-end game. They've been attacking themselves. And but though we've not seen anything to show for it, there is no goal to prove anything, but a tactical brilliance from any of this beautiful player can actually bring a goal here. And you can see Senegalese also from the right, from the left side. Oh, that should be an infringement against the Rwanda, just some meters away from the left side of the 18 box. And you can see the Senegalese down there. The referee is coming, and it's a free kick. And, you know, such kind of a position for infringement, for free kicks, is a dangerous position. A very good free kick taker, they can actually get a goal from this.
Yeah, maybe because it's a tight angle. Maybe a cross. And North Macedonia just equalized.
Oh, North Macedonia just equalized against the Italians, against all expectation. The underrated North Macedonians, they just scored against the Italians. You know, the Italians are the bigger names. North Macedonia, they are not that known as the Italians.
North Macedonia was responsible for Italy not going to the World Cup. They were the ones that defeated Italy 1-0 in the playoffs.
And that has been taken. That is a goal! Goal for the Senegalese. A dangerous position. That free kick was taken and he headed it into the net of the Rwanda. 1 for Senegal and none for Rwanda. How do you rate that goal?
And that's the funniest part is the North Macedonia scored, Senegal also scored. And the North Macedonia goal was a free kick, a delight to watch. A good bending, and went for the right-hand corner. The goalkeeper had no chance. And the goal from Senegal was a cross from the free kick. You know, I looked at, I was like, oh, it should be a crossing because it's a tight angle. And he crossed it in. That was a good connecting header. Way to the top hand corner of the right hand top corner. And a beautiful goal to see. And the keeper stood on the spot and couldn't make an attempt. And that's a beautiful goal to score for the Senegalese. A
beautiful goal to score for the Senegalese. And you can see the Senegalese there celebrating that goal. It is 1-0 up. You know, that is comfortable position they will find themselves right now because already they were on top of the group with this goal now scored. That means the Rwanda will have themselves to be blamed because Senegalese have gone far, far, far away. And that goal was scored by Kamara. That goal was scored by Lamine Kamara, age 19 years old. He played for Metz, that is in France League 1. That's a beautiful one.
Metz.
Yes, Metz, yeah.
Good one for him. Maybe with that he can actually get more colors. That's a good one for his career too. Maybe he can, one way or the other, convince Alusisi, the Senegalese.
Yeah, convince the coach that he said. And the goal for North Macedonia was scored by Enis Bardi. He played for Trabzonspor, that is in Turkey. Turkey football. And it's a midfielder. That is a beautiful one. His age, 28 years old, and he has equalized against the Italian. That is a beautiful moment. And you know, before the free kick, I was saying it's a dangerous position for the Senegalese to actually score. We know that it's that kind of position. If they were not brilliant, they wouldn't have scored that. But they were brilliant enough. The free kick was well taken. And if you look at the scorer, his height, I'm very sure it should be 6 point something because he was very tall and he was able to get that goal.
He just lifted a little and got the goal.
He lifted a little and he got the goal, and you can see the build-up play for the Rwanda trying to equalize against the Senegalese. But would that ever happen in this match right now? They're trying to dominate the midfield gradually in the midfield, but no movement. The Senegalese will not allow them. All right, let's come back to the match between Nigeria versus Sao Tome tomorrow. You know, the first leg Nigeria played against Sao Tome was 10-0. 10-0 against Sao Tome in their own very home. Now they are back.
That's a substitution for Rwanda.
Yeah,
The
a
number
substitution.
12 is being withdrawn
And number 8 is coming in.
for the number 8.
Yeah, number 12.
Gilbert is being withdrawn from Ramadan, the number 8. And let's just see if Ramadan can ramp up some beautiful performance
Yeah.
to actually bring them back into the game.
All right.
And Senegal is about to make the substitution.
Yeah, 2 people are coming in right now for Senegal. Number 6 and number 20. And you can see number 8 coming out. 2 substitutions for Senegal at the 70th minute. 70th minute of the game played. And you can see Senegal. Cissé, the coach of the Senegalese side, is already introducing new and fresh leg into the game. They're already leading, probably. They're defensive players, I'm very sure.
Oh, maybe or maybe not. Maybe for them to just sweat out. Tiade is being withdrawn from Dio Famara. Maybe just to get the taste and the feel of the game. Just to, grow into the team. These are the times where you do those tests. You know that even if they equalize it, you have nothing to lose. So I think it's actually a good one when a team do their job at the right time.
All right, talking about the match between the North Macedonia and the Italian side, we can see Luciano Spalletti, the former coach of Napoli, is standing in as the coach of the Italian side. Will you say it's a good decision for him to leave Napoli, even when he won the Scudetto and he won the Italian Serie A, and he left and is coaching in Italy right now? Is it a very good decision?
When he left Napoli, he said he wants to go and rest. That is a very good excuse as far as I'm concerned. But because he wants to go and rest, Napoli will not wait for him. Napoli will employ another person. So in the process of resting, he got to a stage Mancini had to resign his job. And when you are resting, what better job can you take than a national team job? Because you don't play every weekend. You only play like once in a month. So you have all the time in the world to rest. You travel to different stadiums and go and watch Italian footballers. So he's resting, and I don't blame him. You need to, when you see a need to rest, you need to rest. I don't blame him.
But what do you think he can bring to the Italian team?
Very sweet flowing football. I used to say attaque. That means attacking football.
That's
you just keep attacking. And when you play, look at the way Italy has been playing. You can see the silkness, their transition to attack. You can see the way they've kept North Macedonia at the defense since they scored the goal. Look at those ones. You can begin to see his imprint on the team, and he's just less than a month old on the job. So if you give this guy 6 months to 1 year, he can turn this Italian team to another team entirely. Because Italians are known for a pragmatic game, soak the pressure and hit on the counter and just get a goal. But now, it's like they want to play all attacking football, and that's the Spalletti way.
Yeah.
That's the Spalletti way. So I think Spalletti is an Argentine that he can do a lot of things for the Italian national team. And I think that's if they can give him enough time.
If they can give him enough time. We saw what he did in Napoli, and we hope he can bring it into the Italian side. And across for the Rwanda side, trying to attack from the right side with the ball. Is Rwanda who is in control, close to the 18 box of the Senegalese, but the defense were there to do justice. And it's a throw-in for the Senegalese. Do you see the Rwandan coming back in this match?
No, I doubt it, because they've been having possession but not having a clear-cut chance. The only clear-cut chance I saw they had was the cutting, the cross that the guy played way over the bar, that he couldn't even force a save from the goalkeeper. So apart from that, they've not really done much. And I think they should be doing better. For a team that just wants to come and hold their own, and they give their fans something to cheer. It's like their fans will be going back to their bed empty-handed.
France will be going back, and you can see the Rwanda trying to build up play from the midfield. And what did he do? Running into the circle, center circle, he quickly passed to the left side of the wing. They are still in control, the Rwanda, but quickly recovered by the Senegalese. But it is Rwanda again trying to control the ball across into the center circle of the field. And what did he do? He crossed to the right side, trying to build up into the half of the Senegalese. But the midfielders were there to do justice to that. Okay, talking about the Super Eagles tomorrow. The Super Eagles will be playing in Uyo and not in Abuja. Is it the best decision?
It's never been the best decision. That is the best playing ground we have in Nigeria right now. That is the best because Abuja is not at the best state. Lagos is not at the best state. And the only stadium we can really have that can really host a good match has to be the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in Uyo.
And a lot of confirmation from those who are there right now. They say they are there, and it's like they are in a foreign land. That it's so beautiful there. The breath is just too fresh that you cannot get it anywhere. In fact, a lot of Nigerians who are there are testifying that it is one of the best stadiums you can ever get in Africa right now. And even the tough there, the training ground where you saw the Super Eagle training, it is superb. And there's confirmation that it is one of the best training grounds, just like the main tough is. So it could do so to the Qualifiers for providing that for Nigeria.
Yeah, when you say one of the best, you need to be specific. Yeah. You say one of the best in Nigeria, not in the world.
One of the best in Africa. One of the best.
The stadium is one of the best in Africa.
Yeah.
But you know one thing about the maintenance culture in this part of the world. We have Abuja Stadium when it was built. It's one of the best ultra-modern stadiums. But now, what has it been reduced to? So
let me go. Those who are there testify to the maintenance culture that it is top-notch. That this is the first time they will see a stadium just as new as it was built. It's even looking newer than it was in the beginning. And they've confirmed the maintenance culture that it is high.
Then let's hope time. Time will testify.
Time will testify. We hope they continue with that. And the match between Senegal versus Rwanda, it is the 77th minute right now. And it is still 1-0 in favor of Senegal. And you can see the referee blowed against the Senegalese. And you can see the beautiful place Rwanda. It was a dead ball. And it is the Rwanda who are with the ball trying to build up play. But it's a throwing to the Senegalese. So the way it is now, we just have less than 13 minutes to play this regular time, and it is 1-0. So is it over yet?
It's not over. Even 1 minute is a lot of time in football. Talk less of when you still have almost 18 minutes, 12 minutes, plus additional time can be more. So there's still a lot of time for them to come back in this game. But if you want to come back, you have to play in a certain way. That is a way that you want to score goals. And I don't see Rwanda playing like that. Many of their possession has been in their own half. I've not really seen much they've done in the final third. So they really need to do more in the final third before you can now say, oh, okay, you can say that they want to come into this game.
All right, they really need to do more in their final third. And let me quickly read down some of the results going on right now in the Euro qualifier. Kosovo, that match have ended versus Switzerland, and it is 2-2. North Macedonia versus Italy, it is 1-1. Romania versus Israel also have ended, and it is 1-1. The match between Comoros versus Zambia, Zambia just equalized right now, and it is 1-1 in that encounter. The match Senegal versus Rwanda, it is still 1-0 in favor of Rwanda, even with the absence of Sadio Mane and some of the top, and Mendy, the goalkeeper.
I think even Alusise is absent for this game.
The coach.
The coach. I think Alusise is absent.
So it's the assistant that is there? Because it's his name that is still there as the coach.
His name is there as a coach, but his presence.
Yeah.
That guy hugging those players substitutions is not Alusise.
So, okay, how will you rate the players now without the big names? Without Mendy, without Sadio Mane, without their coach, how will you rate their play so far?
Just an average performance. They really need to do better. Well, that explains why they are the second team. Because if they actually do better, they should be part of the first team.
If they actually do better, they should be part of the first team, but they are not. But they are here right now trying to have a win against the Rwandan side. And you can see the ball in the midfield, and you can see a Senegalese down, injured, and is being attended to. And you can see him back to his feet, and he's being withdrawn from the field. And he's going out for them to complete the attention being given to him so far. So that's a good one on the match between Italy versus North Macedonia. Regulation time is over, and 6 additional minutes have been added in that match, and it is still 1-1. North Macedonia 1 and Italy 1. Italy should be winning this.
You don't win games on paper. I just told you a few moments ago that they stopped Italy from going to the FIFA World Cup. So if they've done it before, they can do it again. And one thing is, football is not won by names. You have to win on the field of play. And if you look at the fact that Mancini had to resign, that means there's a lot of restructuring that is going on. And that's a good attack, but wasted.
Wasted, and the Senegalese who are still controlling. Oh, what a stop. What a save by the Rwandan goalkeeper. That was a beautiful one. He quickly take a long shot into the midfield. But let's see what happened there. That's a good, brilliant save. And what did the referee blow there? I think it should be a throw-in. Throw-in for the Rwanda. Quickly taking back to the goalkeeper, trying to build up from the defense. He has just, look at the tactical play. We have 4-3-3. 4-4-2 for the Senegalese. But what they are playing right now, the formation have actually changed. The defense line is not up to 4 any longer. It's just like 3-5-3. That 3-5-2. That is what they are playing right now. So does the situation around the change so far?
The thing is, Senegalese started with 4-3-3, not 4-4-2. Yeah. And when you look at it, that's practically what they have stuck with.
I'm talking about the Rwanda. The one that started with
Rwanda, yeah. You spoke about Senegalese.
No, I was talking about the Rwanda. I said their defense as the Rwanda I'm talking about.
Yeah, they are trying to push forward. They are trying to get a goal. So you increase the number of bodies up front because you want to score a goal. And the game between North Macedonia and Italy just came to an end. North Macedonia won, Italy won. Not the best way for Spalletti to start his job, but it's not bad away from home. And I think a lot of work needs to be done there. Not so good result for them. And let's just hope that they can do better next time.
All right, we're having a message here, and this message is from Zola Yashokwe. He says, I love you guys, and you can see sign of love. Thank you very much for loving us. We love you too. Continue to watch Premier Sport Fan Center and continue to send your messages to our live chat. That's a beautiful one.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You will always get information whenever we are on set. That's a beautiful one, and it is 84th minute into the second half. Just less than 15 minutes to play, and it is still 1-0 in favor of Senegal. We can see Rwanda trying to defeat the midfield of the Senegalese, but There is no way. And you can see Senegal trying to make another substitution. Is there any need for substitution right now?
Maybe you know that when you are playing a games like this, you have the opportunity to test new players. And now, with the fact that I think they can make up to 5 substitutions. So, you just have to take advantage of situations like that. And let some other guys get...
And that is a 1-1 chance with the... Oh, I said there. A rebounds, but there was no Senegalese at that position to end it up. And it is this Senegalese who are also trying to attack again from the right side. What did he do? He crossed one-on-one shot. That was a weak shot. Just like a back pass to the Rwandan goalkeeper. And will they be able to counter that? But he lost that so cheaply. All right.
So, games like this, you try to take advantage and bring in more guys for experience, more guys to test the feel and action of the game. And now best, towards the end of the game, when you are leading 1-0, you know that even if they equalize, there's no really negative consequence for it. You have already qualified for the showpiece for the Mondial next year. So it's just a good one. Let them sweat out and have the experience of representing their national team at the highest level.
And there's a substitution there. Number 7 is going out for Senegal, and number 18 is going in. And let's see what it brings into the party right now. 85 minutes and less than 14 minutes to play in the regulation time. And another substitution, number 17 also going out. And who is coming in? Number 14 is coming in. That's a good substitution. Let's see what happened in the play. And you can see the assistant coach, coach number 2, doing a very good job there for the Senegalese. So, what do we expect to see with this substitution now? Is it to come and defend or to come and?
There's nothing, it's when you don't want to lose, or maybe there's a consequence that you want to defend. You just want to let them have a taste of the action. Whatever happens here doesn't change anything. And even if it was going to change anything now, you can say, oh, all right, this can happen, but it's not going to really change anything.
All right.
Let them just run down the clock, and let's see if there's some match watching goes for us to enjoy.
All right, Suleimani Faye that came in and is a forward player. He plays for FC Talavera, and he's not a defender, and I don't think the coach is ready to defend and is bringing him forward to come and complete it. And it's a free kick against the Senegalese, and you can see the Rwanda in the right position to take that. He crossed it. Is there anybody at the right position? No. That was a very long one, and there was to nobody in particular, and it's a goal kick for the Senegalese. And what did happen? Quickly taken. He crossed it into the second circle. Is there any Senegalese there? Back pass to the right wing, and he has it. 1-on-1 when he got the back. And there should be, oh! A rebounds, but the goalkeeper was there again to save that. Well, that was a beautiful move.
Yeah, good chance. The striker didn't maximize the opportunity. And when you don't take your chances very well, he tried to loop it over the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper was aware. And he had to put a hand to it. So, good one. Congratulations to Rwanda for not going 2-0 down. That's due to the brilliance of their goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's a brilliant one for the goalkeeper, but though he's not going to have a clean sheet today, but he has been spectacular. He has done a very good job for the Rwandan. By now, they should be like 3 goals down, but due to the brilliance of the goalkeeper, he has been able to keep them. And a moment again for the Senegalese. 1-on-1 across there. Where? Oh no, that was a cheap play.
Yeah, it was a miskick. He wouldn't get his balance to get enough touch on the ball. So, and nothing much to really look up to in the game. But it seems the game Senegal wants to score more goals.
And if you look at the match, the other match in the other side, Comoros versus Zambia is still 1-1. And it is the 84th minute, and you can see substitution there for the Zambian side. They should be winning this, but it's a prize for them against the Comoros. And in the match between Senegal versus Rwanda. A clearance there. Is there anybody there to counter that? But an easy header to the back to the goalkeeper. And it is still 89th minute. Any moment from now, the regulation time will be over in the match between Senegal versus Rwanda. And you can just see Senegal taking their time, just trying to create chances there. The Rwandans, they know they are already out of the competition. They will not be in the Afcon because they didn't qualify. And they're just playing for pride right now, trying to prove what they have in stock. And just in the midfield, the Senegalese will not allow them to pass. And, oh, what a pass there. What a beautiful cross there. But he lost that so cheaply.
That was a good clearance from the captain, number 22 of Senegalese. Yeah. And I think he just won a corner kick for Rwanda. And the Rwandan player is standing next to it, trying to put the ball into the box. He puts it in the box, and that was a good save from the Senegalese goalkeeper. And to the Comoros-Zambia game, there is a substitution for Zambia. And it's 1-1. And I think that score is in favor of Zambia. It seems that they are on their way to the Mundial next year, January, in Ivory Coast.
Yes, next year.
We'll be here to cover it live and direct. You just don't want to miss it. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel so that you can get a notification whenever we come up like this to give you the stories, to give you the tag-along shows, to give you our Talk Sports shows. And you can't just afford to miss it. There are a lot of freebies attached to it. Yeah,
it will be a very clean topping of the table for Senegal if they win this. There will be 16 points topping the table with the nearest second position for Mozambique with 10 points. That will be a clear winning in that group.
Yeah, that's going through the group stage unbeaten without losing. That's what it means. And that's a good one. They have, I think, a few minutes or seconds to just hold on. And they'll be home and dry with 5 wins out of 6 matches and a draw. That's a beautiful way to qualify. And that's enough awareness you will send to your opponent in the Mondial January next year. And they know that, with Senegal, they have a tough opponent to face. In fact, there will be a team, a lot of things will be avoided.
That was a beautiful shot there from the Rwandan side, but it went over the pole. You know, and then in the Zambia group, it is Zambia who is leading with 13 points. Equal point with Ivory Coast. I'm sure both of them will qualify if it ends in a draw right now against Comoros, because as it stands now, it is 1-1. 87th minute, just 3 minutes to play regulation time. And if it ends that way, Ivory Coast and Zambia will be through to the Afcon in Côte d'Ivoire 2024. That will be a good one.
Yeah, really good one. Zambia former winners, Ivory Coast former winners. What a way to come into the competition. And let's see if they can repeat the feat they did some years ago again. And one more, you just want the big boys to be in a competition so that they can actually be a competition. So that it won't be a one-sided tournament. And it's very important. You need to wake up and see the light and see the direction, the trajectory of African football. How best can you see African football than in the Afcon?
It's in the Afcon. And DR Congo, Mauritania. You know, Mauritania going to the Afcon. I think, for a long time now, they've not been in the World Cup. In the Nations Cup.
Not that long.
Like 4 years ago.
They've been a team. For a long time, they didn't come, but lately, I think their performances have improved in the African football stage. And it's actually a good one for them.
All right.
Any time from now, the game between Senegal and Rwanda will come to an end. I know many bookies will be hoping that it stays this way.
So it is 4 minutes additional time into the match between Senegal and Rwanda. 4 minutes has been added, and that 4 minutes has actually been played. And let me quickly look at Group D. It is Egypt and Guinea who qualified. Egypt qualified with 15 points, where Guinea second with 10 points. Nice to see Guinea and Egypt in the Afcon.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'll talk about very nice to see Egypt. But Guinea has not really covered themselves in glory. Maybe this next Nations Cup will be another chance for them to actually announce themselves as one of those big teams of African football. But they are yet to cross the out. They are still in the average cadre.
Yeah.
And maybe a little below, a little above. Just average. Maybe a little below average. But they need to really improve.
And in Group B, Burkina Faso qualified with 11 points. Then Cape Verde had 10 points. Burkina Faso and Cape Verde qualified for the Afcon. And Togo and Eswatini will be going home. They will not be in the Afcon. That is in Group B.
Yeah. It happens. It's just it's football. And Togo not being in the Afcon. Well, they are one of those things that used to come, but you have to win on the field.
Yeah, you have to win on the field of play. And you can see Rwandan is injured there and is being attended to by one of the medical team there. And in Group E, it is Ghana and Angola who qualify. Ghana topped that group.
Rwanda just equalized.
Oh, Rwanda just equalized against Senegal. What a moment. And you can see the joy in their face. And you can see the celebration as if they will be in the Afcon. They don't really need to celebrate that goal.
At least they got something away from Senegal. You can see the Senegalese coach also clapping. So it's an inconsequential game as far as it's concerned.
Oh. And if you look at the goalkeeper, he just shoots back as if, look at that.
They just lost concentration. And I think that's why they considered that goal. That's why football, you don't just try to lose concentration until the referee has blown the final whistle.
All right, as I was saying in Group E, Ghana and Angola through to Afcon 2024. Then Central Africa and Madagascar are not going. They are going back home. So we were expecting to see Ghana, much of Ghana in that Afcon. And in Group F, it is Algeria and Tanzania who qualify. Algeria had 16 points, while Tanzania had 8 points. Then Uganda and Niger will be going back home. Our brother here, Niger, are not going to the Afcon.
Yeah, Niger is not really that strong. And it's full time already, the game between Senegal and Rwanda. 1-1. Congratulations to the two teams.
Congratulations to these two teams. It is still Senegal who top the group, and they've qualified. It is Senegal will be going through, and Rwanda will be going home. Though they were able to pick a point in this match, and that means they had 3 points so far. That is a good one. Congratulations to all the teams that have qualified for the Afcon, and we'll be expecting to see them in Côte d'Ivoire. And we'll be here live to cover most of the matches in the Afcon. And it's going to be another moment to enjoy in football.
Yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait for that moment. And that's a good. Before we go, before we close for the day, your final take on these matches and the teams that have qualified.
As far as I'm concerned, it's inconsequential. So there's really nothing much to look forward to from the fans. You just want to count down, maybe fast forward the time to the Afcon itself.
Yeah.
And I think in November, the World Cup qualifier will kick off in Africa.
Yeah.
And let's just hope that we get some fierce challenge from it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Adeyemi, for coming to the studio.
Yeah.
And don't forget to join us tomorrow when we will cover the match, the big match. The match all Nigerians have been waiting for, and that is the match between Nigeria versus Sao Tome that will be played in Uyo in Akwa Ibom. That is the Akpabio Stadium, and it's already heating up. A lot of Nigerians were there. In fact, if you see the training ground, it was like it's a full match because the stadium was almost filled up. The training stadium was almost filled. A lot of people came to watch the
to see the boys. There's nothing to. It's Sao Tome.
Yeah.
It should be a training section.
It should be a training session, but the excitement that our boys are back home, it is what actually took them. So we'll be seeing the match live tomorrow, and we'll be here to cover that match. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. For now, it is bye from us, and see you when we come back tomorrow.